Hello, Final 11. I'm sure you guys are mostly tired, exhausted, with a lot of blood on your hands, with all of you attending tribal council at least once. After 7 grueling rounds and 7 grueling tribal councils, I'm here to let you guys know. Everyone, drop your buffs because we are now merging. Tribes are no more. It's now an individual game. You guys are our final 11. Take a good look on your left, your right, the person above you, below you. One of them will be the people who you will be with to the end or who will stop you from getting to the end. Question is, how much are you willing to take in terms of risk and reward to get to where you want?
I mean, literally my entire wardrobe is black, so it doesn't.
I only have one jingly Christmas sweater, so I kind of
I just noticed.
Like, it's always like a survivor goal, like, oh, I made the merge, like, and also now on the jury at least, no matter how far I get, it's amazing. It's like, okay, I'm in it for the long haul.
Coming into the merge is just like transitioning from high school to college. It's like, you cherish your old connections, your old friendships. It's just that right now it's a different ball game. I'm happy that the people that I'm looking forward to be working with made it to the merge, like Casey, McKenna, Cindy, Neil, Heather, and I.
I don't know. I'm so happy. I mean, no one else, any other Latino has done this before, and I did it. I'm the first one, and I'm proud of myself right now. So,
little Santa llama.
That's amazing. What made you decide to wear the Santa Llama sweater?
Going into the merge, it's like a different story. It's gonna be, oh my god, everyone's gonna reset, everyone's gonna scramble. I'm gonna be reunited with Heather and Neil and all that. We're gonna have a Kiki, all that.
I'm glad we made merge. Does not change the fact that I want Sauce's head on the platter.
if anything, it makes it a little harder to get Sasa's head on the platter, because now I have to not only convince the people that I know, hey, Sasa sucks, but also have to convince all these new people, hey, Sasa sucks.
Sasa has been giving me this, I can feel like we could be friends. I like her energy, and Sasa being loud, I think is good for my game, because as long as she's there annoying people, the attention is going to be on her and not on me.
I'm ready to turn the game around. I feel like the first half of the game has been really hard, but now I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling like I can hopefully work with McKenna, and hopefully she has allies that I can also work with, and hopefully she is my ticket to the end of the game.
MA was so set with the Mind Tribe people, and I was like, I could vote with these people, but where do I end up if I stick gut mind strong? Because maybe I'd be above Cindy in the pecking order, but I think MA is above me, and I think they take out all of the minds take out all of the guts. What if I shake things up? 4 hearts, 3 of me, Cindy, Micah. Let's work together.
McKenna approached me and was like, hey, like, how willing are you to jump ship on Mind and like work with like me, Cindy, Carrie, and some hearts? And I was like, I'm willing, because like, again, Sasa's a Mind, so I'm like, yes. And I'd be like, I believe Neil would also be willing to help us with that as well, because I want to reconnect with Neil and work with him as far as possible.
I have Kizzy and I have Errol, and I think that I have Carrie. I mean, she didn't talk to me a lot, but we are members of the Heart Tribe, so the most intelligent will be like if we work together, at least on the first ball.
You know, at the beginning of the game, I didn't really get a chance to get to know Chris all that well, but we're reunited with him. He's still around. And so I am hoping that the 4 original hearts can stick together. I think it's our only path forward.
I made merge, and these people didn't realize what a threat I can be. So, game on, bitches.
Okay, and with that, we'll proceed to our first individual immunity challenge. Our first individual immunity challenge will be classic touchy subjects. Every round, you will be asked a question that was in the questionnaire, and you will have to answer with who you think the majority has answered. If you answer correctly, you can choose a player to remove a life. If the player is out of lives, they're out of the challenge. Last player standing with a life wins immunity. Ready guys to get started? Who has the biggest personality? Answers up. All of people said Sasa. Sasa answering MA. Majority answered Sasa. Everyone gets a chance to remove a life except for Sasa. Starting with Carrie. Whose life would you want to remove?
I will go Sasa.
Away one life from me, I'm gonna say Sasa.
Okay. So, which means Sasa is out of the challenge.
No hard feelings, Heather.
Sorry, Heather.
You're fucking kidding me right now. All right, whatever.
Are going with Heather?
Yes.
Alright. And with that, Heather is out of the challenge as well.
I'm sorry, Earl.
I will take out Earl.
Okay.
Sorry, Earl.
Okay, let's see. Chris.
Removing one from Chris.
Well, guess Chris will have 0 lives left.
Okay. And with that, Chris is also out of the challenge.
I'm gonna have to do Carrie.
Carrie, it seems like this is how they are playing it, so I'll just go with the punches. Sorry, Carrie, love you.
All right.
It's okay. At least I don't have to answer these scary questions.
Exactly.
Damn it, we all played it wrong.
All right. Now
You
Carrie
should
is
have been
also out
early.
of the challenge, which leaves us with Neil, Micah, Casey, MA, McKenna, and Cindy, all with 2 lives still intact. All right, now we go to our next question. Who is most likely to stab you in the back? Show your answers. Some people varying answers, but 2 answered Neil, Carrie, MA, Cindy, and Micah. Majority said Micah is most likely to stab you in the back. The only person who gets the chop is McKenna for this round. McKenna, who is it gonna be?
I'm gonna go with Casey.
Casey. Right, Casey now with 1 life left. Who mistakenly thinks they're running this game? Show your answers. People said MA, McKenna, MA, Sasa, Neil. Majority said Sasa. So it's Neil and Micah. Got it correct?
Why am I not surprised?
Casey.
Alright. Casey.
So sorry.
Cindy, I'm sorry.
Alright. Cindy gets a life taken away from her. Here is your next question. Who was dragged into the merge? Okay, show your answers. Everyone said Chris. Majority said Chris. Chris, how does that make you feel?
We will see.
Mhm.
Go, Neil.
It's okay, girl.
Micah.
I'm sorry, Neil.
MA, I gotta return the favor.
I'll just even it up, okay? McKenna, sorry, girl.
I mean, you didn't have to even it out.
Now we're even with 1 life each from MA, McKenna, Cindy, and Micah. 4 players left. Here is your next question. Is most likely to have an idol or an advantage? Alright, show your answers. Everyone said MA. MA said McKenna. The correct answer, majority said MA.
Cause you can't hit back, MA.
I can't take out my OG gut. I'm sorry. So, Micah.
Okay.
Alright. With that, Micah is also out of the challenge, but you get to decide who wins immunity
I didn't think that
for
one
this
through.
challenge.
McKenna, I told you to play it nice.
Alright, McKenna, sorry to do this, but
All good. I mean, it makes the most sense here.
Alright. And with that, McKenna loses his life, and the last player standing is Cindy, which means, Cindy, you have won the first individual immunity challenge. You are safe from the vote 1 in 10 shot of winning this game. As for the rest of you, one of you will be the 8th person voted out of this game and the first member of the jury.
Honestly, at this point, I knew that I was going to be targeted, so I didn't want to answer any of those questions because it's going to be hard. So I just made sure that I did not answer the way that everyone's going to answer.
I was floored when Micah was the person who would backstab people. I put his name because I'm tight with him and was like, hey, I wanted to keep up the facade of other relationships. And so I put yours down. And then when James said, McKenna, you're right with Micah, I was shocked. Shocked.
Regardless if I won this or not, I was going to be pushing Sauce's name, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do. Only difference is now they can't vote me out if they don't want to vote Sasa. I'm really hoping that by vocally being the one to push Sasa, I can just bully everyone into doing what I want to do, just like Sasa did last round.
Someone said Sasa. I'm good with that. Do you guys think she expects it?
During the scramble round, I checked in with the kings and queens, and everyone agreed that it was Sasa. I spent some time jumping to the different breakout rooms. I found Neil in one of them, and he asked me, you know, just give me a name and I'll vote with you. And I was like, I don't know, you know.
Carrie, is there a way that we can, like, just, I don't want to be the first to remember. I know you don't want that either. Like, is there a way we can...
What are you thinking? It depends. Who do you want out?
I don't want you out only because, like, we've worked together. There are people who I haven't met yet. So, like, I don't know who you're familiar with.
I honestly haven't heard any other names. The only name I'm hearing is Sasa. So that's what I told him. I don't know if Neil is actually going to vote with us, but it really shouldn't be a problem because we do have the numbers.
Well, it's not that, like, I've heard, like, people throwing my name out, but it's because of the blindside thing. Like, I've spoken pretty much with, like, with the people from OG Mind and people from the Mind 2.0, and, like, I just don't know. Like, it seems like it seems like I'm just, like, awfully out in the loop. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm scrambling. I have to, like, you know, calm myself and not think about the challenge and all that. So I had to eliminate myself. And yeah, I had two options onto what I was going to say should that happen. So if my name gets thrown out, I'm gonna say, oh, I'm just gonna be weak in the challenges. Look at me, I lost that first challenge because I didn't know the mechanics, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna act dumb. But also I was thinking that I could, like, you know, just act like I'm not a number by anyone. No one's, so I'm afraid that I'm gonna be voted out.
I think there are two factions happening at the merge. So one, there's this all Filipino thing going on with Heather and Chris as well.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, I finally figured out how to fucking get here.
Heather, Sasa's name is being thrown out. Like,
I know,
so
I heard. I'm just hearing Sasa and MA, and I'm just like, I'm not fucking doing either one.
Yeah.
Who's in here?
Can we, just the three of
Only
us?
us
Can the three of us, like, go together, like, together?
And then there's another thing going on, which is Kings and Queens Alliance, which is composed of the Guts people plus Micah, and then the three heart, and then the four hearts.
I'm gonna go to the rocky path. Wait, no, Sauce is there. I'm not going there. I'll go to the cave.
And so now I feel like me, Casey, and Chris are the ones in the driver's seat because they don't know it. They don't know it yet, but we're the ones who are in the middle of this vote. So whichever way we go, someone is probably going to be mad at us.
I really had like a good conversation with Kissy and Earl because we was thinking what to do. I mean, as I said, I don't like people who's trying to get the leader role on one tribe, but right now we are just one tribe. We was the merge tribe. So I was trying to take control of what we were going to do because I know that maybe the people was thinking like I am not doing anything on this game, and I was like, no, this is my time to play. This is you have to do something at the right moment, and for me that was like the right moment to take charge of what I wanted to do.
Dude,
I
like,
hope this will work, or else we're fucked. Yeah, I trust Chris. I trust Earl. Who else?
you trust
Hopefully
me,
Heather.
right?
Yeah.
You trust me, right?
We have like two options. We can stay with the alliance that we know that we are not the priority, and they can vote us out when they don't need us anymore, or we can make our own majority with the other guys.
So the names that are floating around for this tribal council are Sasa. I think I've heard Neil. I think I've heard MA. My name is probably out there. I just hope the majority of the votes fall on Sasa. We've got a good thing going. MA's like, it's Sasa or me, like, please save me. And I'm like, okay, if you vote Sasa, then you're safe.
For this tribal council, for this first tribal council as a merged tribe, I hope that everyone's just gonna be mabuhay. Everyone's gonna live. Everyone that I'm in an alliance with is gonna vote for whoever we decided with, and no one's just gonna, be a wild card or a stray vote, and everyone's just gonna stick with the plan.
Hello, Beles. Welcome to your first tribal council as a merged tribe. So, let's start things off with the challenge. So, congratulations once again, Cindy, for winning. So, how do you describe the challenge? Did it show any kind of dynamics in the tribe so far, Cindy?
Touchy subjects, so it shows tribe dynamics. Yeah. so yes or no question, answer yes. I was surprised by some answers and surprised by some chops, but also I think some amount of it tends to be an amount of random, of just like, in that moment, what do you think you can do that like people won't be mad at you for?
All right. So with that, Micah, heart, mind, and gut, do you think these loyalties still exist in the merge?
Oh, for sure I do. I definitely think that, like, based off the challenge, they were going after mine. I mean, Sasa and Heather were one of the first two people out. So that makes me nervous, because could I be next after them? Like, I don't know where everyone's at, so yeah, gotta play it smart.
All right. So, Sasa, are people after the mind? So since you're from the mind tribe.
Honestly though, since a lot of people that I've talked to before the merge, I haven't heard from, and honestly, like, no one has ever spoken to me at all. And like, when my name came up as the blind side and being as the showrunner, that literally gave me a red flag that that maybe this could be like my time, since someone also told me earlier that I could be the one that's going to be going now. And that was just like when like we were back in the main session. I was like not even able to plead my case, and I just feel like it's not like, I don't feel like it's because like, if it was true with mind, gut, and heart still, like, it wouldn't be still like this. Like, I would still be hearing names, and so I don't know, like, I don't know how will this play out, to to be honest.
So if you think that people are dumping the questions on you during the challenge, so how do you navigate that then?
Um, to some extent, I kind of like feel like it's kind of short-sighted for some people. Like, listen, I'm gonna be the first jury, and if I go out and you don't want to blindside me in the first jury, and that's just all I'm gonna say is I will remember that.
All right. So we now go to Chris. Chris, it is said that you were dragged into the merge during the challenge. So do you think that is true? How do you feel about that?
As I told you before, we will see who's been dragged to the merge. The game is on right now, and let's see what's happened. I have no more to say right now, because maybe some people have talked about the colors and the relationships of the past tribes, and if we have to be honest, the heart members was the first eliminated of the challenge, not the mind or not the god. The 4 from heart was the first eliminated, and maybe it's a red flag for us, not for the god, not for the mind, because a lot of things has been said on these few minutes. If I'm the one who has been dragged to the merge, why they eliminate us first? I don't know. It's all that I have to say. Sorry, I can express my words. Lo podría hacer en español, pero no puedo. So I have to think a lot of in Spanish, and it's so hard for me.
It's okay. We kind of got what you want to say. So if the hearts are the target, as Chris said, Carrie, would that make you nervous?
Yeah, I mean, I've been nervous. So Mark was the last one from our tribe who was voted out, and it's no secret that I voted with Mark every single vote. And when the person you're aligned with gets voted out, you know, the only thing you can assume is that you're next. So, I mean, I would not be surprised at all if I was the target. So that's what I've been thinking about ever since that last vote.
So, MA, now we go to the overall structure of the merge. So, you're a tribe of 11. So, what do you think is the right way to navigate through a tribe of 11 and getting through this tribal council?
Okay, so right now, there are 4 OG hearts, and there are 4 OG minds, and there are 3 from guts. So we are going to be the swing vote at this point. So that should make me feel safe, right? However, Carrie said, you know, she's nervous right now, but I haven't heard her name. The only name that I heard was Sasa, and then I was asking, who are they targeting? Because if the hearts are targeting Sasa from the minds, I'm asking someone or anyone from the Minds tribe, are they targeting someone from hearts? But they're not giving me any name. And I was like going to different places in the breakout rooms. No one was even bothering, you know, joining me. And I was like, maybe I am the target because we are going to be the swing vote. So they're trying to take the power from us. Right now, I'm very nervous. A lot of people assume that I have an advantage. I don't have. I used it pre-jury, and then that's it. So if it's going to be me right now, I don't know, it sucks. You know, this show is going to be boring without me.
All right. Sasa, that's a clear statement from MA that you are being targeted. So what do you think about it? What do you do about it?
Honestly, this early on, I kind of feel like I also kind of brought it on myself, because like I played kind of aggressive, and I will never say sorry for that, because like the thing is like I will say this again, because like I remember from the last from the last tribal is when someone like was saying that I was kind of like hypocritical, and I was never hypocritical. I just never told you things. That's why I would never lie to you. I will never lie to anyone that I have told anything to. So right now, all I'm gonna say is that I'm trying to survive, and in Filipino we call that mabuhay, to live, and that's all I'm gonna say is that, you know, mabuhay for everyone, and may the odds be ever in your favor, I think.
All right. So Earl, are there any talks about idols' advantages?
I think it was pandemonium a few moments ago, because everyone was scrambling around different breakout rooms trying to scan different QR codes, and unfortunately I think the idol has been found, because I found the right QR code, but it said that it's already been found. So one of us here has the idol. I don't know if it's going to be played tonight, but who knows?
Do you think it should be?
Well, if you feel like you're not safe, then maybe you should play it.
Alright. So Neil, are we gonna see the sands drawn tonight after this tribal council?
Well, the question is there even a sand to draw on? You know? Because I feel like the relationships have been, I mean, people are saying mind, gut, and heart, but I feel like the swaps have also like mixed and matched like the relationships. So I genuinely feel like people are just trying to save their asses for this vote. Nobody wants to be the first member of the jury, and it's either you got the memo or you did not.
Okay. So before we go to vote, Heather, what should the tribe remember?
I think Sasa said it best when she said mabuhay. I think mabuhay, ohana. You know, we don't leave family behind. Yeah, just that's it. I don't really have anything to say. It's too fucking early.
All right. We shall find out who lives through this tribal council, because it is now time to vote. You guys know the drill. Good luck.
If this works, damn, the seeds that I planted, the seeds that I nurtured, the seeds that I just watered the whole afternoon is finally growing right before my eyes. So let's see what's going to happen.
We had a good run, but unfortunately that run ends tonight.
I don't know what prompted y'all to vote for me, but I think it's just gonna be between you and me, and I'm trying to survive here, girl. I'm sorry.
All right. I have the votes. Before I read the votes, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage that they would want to play, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person with the highest number of votes needs to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Sasa. Carrie. 1 vote Sasa, 1 vote Carrie. 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 That's 3 votes for Carrie, 1 vote Sasa. Sasa. That's 2 votes Sasa. We're tied. 3 votes Sasa, 3 votes Carrie. Sasa. 4 votes Sasa. Tied again. 4 votes Sasa, 4 votes Carrie. Carrie. That's 5 votes for Carrie, 4 votes Sasa. Eighth person voted out of Zoomvivor, Mind versus Heart versus Gut, and the first member of our jury. Carrie. Carrie, for this vote, that's 6. That is enough. Any final words for the tribe?
I don't really understand why.
And with that, Carrie, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, that was so hard. My God. Getting your name written down there is intense.
And with that, I think it's pretty clear that there is a sand, and the sand has been drawn to the line.
I'm honestly surprised and blindsided. I don't know what happened. I thought we had the numbers. I don't think it's McKenna because we're super close. 100% it's not her. I don't think it's Cindy or I feel like it's one of the OG hearts. I think it's either Chris or Earl. I don't know why they would, because I was with them and I wanted it to be hearts, but no. So I mean, it's been a fun game. I had fun all day yesterday. Yesterday was a good day. It was fun chatting with people and getting to know people. I don't think I'm going out for any fault of my own. I didn't play super aggressively. I'm not a huge target. I really just think it was circumstantial. When we did the challenge with the coins on the fork, I just so happened to be the person who was chosen first. And I think that just because I was randomly the person chosen first, I just suddenly became like a scapegoat in a way. Like, oh, it's easy to target Carrie because she's already a target now. And so I really think that that's where it all started. So I don't have any regrets. I think I did everything that I could given the situation that I was in. Hearts were a target, so we'll see.
All right.